In a town painted in shades of gray, where cobblestones remembered only the shuffle of hurried feet, lived a dog named Echo. He wasn't a hero in the grand sense. His fur was a patchwork of forgotten autumns, and one ear flopped down while the other stood at attention, as if listening for a melody no one else could hear. Echo didn't chase sticks or bark at the mailman. Instead, he watched. He watched the baker knead his worries into the dough, the librarian stack books heavy with unread stories, and the tailor stitch together fabrics that had lost their color. One morning, Echo found a small, forgotten pot of yellow paint by a bench. He dipped his tail in it, ever so slightly, and trotted up to the baker's window. With a gentle swish, he painted a small sun on the glass. The baker, startled, looked down. A smile, slow and unfamiliar, stretched across his face. The next day, Echo found a pot of blue. He visited the library, and on the dusty doorstep, he painted a small, lopsided wave. The librarian, peering over her glasses, chuckled. A sound like turning a new page. He painted a red heart on the tailor's door, a green leaf on the silent musician's violin case, and a swirl of purple for the little girl who always looked at her shoes. Soon the town began to change. People started talking to each other, pointing at the small, bright marks that appeared each morning. They brought out their own paints, adding their own colors to the walls, the benches, the lampposts. The town was no longer gray. It was a canvas, vibrant and alive. One afternoon, the little girl who never looked up knelt beside Echo. She gently stroked his head. "Where did you learn to paint?" she whispered. Echo simply leaned into her hand, his tail wagging, leaving a little smudge of orange on her coat. He didn't need to speak. He knew that sometimes the quietest acts of hope make the loudest echo. The world doesn't always need a grand masterpiece. Sometimes all it needs is a little splash of color to remember how to smile. Thanks for watching.